is a real coincidence. We all found out sort of as we were working together that, well, Joanne's name is Joanne. And then Tracy said, well, my first name is actually Joanne. And I said, you're not kidding, because my middle name is Joanna. So we were like, oh, this is it. This is it. It is meant to be. It is synchronicity. It is the spirit life telling us we are meant to work together because we are all Joes. And that's how we became the three Joes producing Sally's Way.
Down the road, solutions are many. Where are they now?
Down the road, we'll make it somehow.
Down the road, with every last penny.
Down the road,
Down the road, down the road, with every last penny.
down the road,
Down the road.
From the minute I first read the book, I wanted to be Sally. Sally is the kind of kid I wanted to be when I was a kid. That I didn't have the support, I think, to be that Sally. And so I was a big reader. I was always in books and reading and so. And when I saw this story of this child who was a unit of production, not a unit of consumption, I was inspired.
So Sally's Way is not just a book, it's not just a film and a beautiful theme song that you'll hear. It'll be a film in education as well. A program that will allow teachers to participate, that will allow the lessons of the film to be brought within the classroom, that children themselves can uncover and unfurl and unwrap all of the beautiful things that Sally is and what they can be through discovery and exploration with their teachers. And part of our goal is to be able to provide a forum that teachers will be able to share with us, and we can share with them some of the lesson plans that they can use as well.
So Sally came straight from my heart, and maybe that's why I'm so emotional when I talk about it, because I feel so moved by our Caribbean life and our Caribbean beauty. And even though I'm writing children's books, which can be treated as sort of, there isn't much to them. For me, each thing I've written really has emerged from a real deep desire to share something beautiful. I feel so excited and re-energized with the work that I've been doing since 1998 in my children's books. And to see it all sort of have a new life in film, and with such amazing people that I admire so much coming and bringing their talent, time and energy to it, has just made it all worthwhile.
African tribal symbols, which I think are pertinent to the themes in Sally's Way. This is support. This is perseverance. You might probably make out that it's a turtle. This up here is courage. This up here is cooperation, which plays a very major role in the story. This is vigilance. It's a candle if you look at it. This is wisdom. This is greatness. The last tattoo I have on the back here, back of my neck, it is the Anansi symbol. Anansi is a very African and by extension very Caribbean symbol. So it's really a spider. But it also showcases another kind of wisdom and adaptability, which we see very much in Sally's character.
It is somewhat similar to my life growing up. And I was explaining to one of the directors in the show, I was like, but this show is like my life. You're telling my story.
Sally deals with challenges, like she takes them on, but she doesn't like to show it to other people. She doesn't like to worry other people. Like she doesn't want to worry Dan, Granny, or Marvin. She just keeps it to herself and she works it out.
Well, it means kind of like to be friends and
be kind to others, and sometimes it comes back to you. Like how we start to be mean to Sally, and then Sally always kind to us, and then it bounced off on each other. So we start to be kind to Sally, and we regenerate. So, and it actually helps us with our friendship here, Offset. About self-respect, to be kind to others and like notice other people's emotions.
Sally represents positivity for me. And she also represents the idea of at any cost keeping the family unit strong and together, right? Because her character is one that has quite a few odds to overcome, and she always looks for a positive outlet, a means to make things happen at all costs.
And I think Sally also is that central core in all of us that forces us to sort of question who we are and how we respond to people who are in difficult circumstances.
She also raises questions about value, because you have the juxtaposition of the extremely wealthy Dindials who have everything financially, but in terms of the relationships, in terms of the authenticity of the emotion of the relationships, Sally and her grandmother infinitely richer in that respect.
Sally may come from a very humble background, but she's very enterprising, she's very smart. Sally may be a dreamer, but it doesn't take away from the fact that she's also an action taker.
We don't have to have the dependency syndrome. People can help themselves. Sally shows them this by her creativity and by her resilience, being able to pick up something and run with it. So it shows that we can do much more with an exciting community structure.
Sally was inspired by a group of children, in fact. A group of us were down with a crew in Sealots, which is known to be a very marginalized and impoverished community in Port of Spain, Trinidad. And as we moved through the community, an entire army of kids came pulling a giant wooden wagon filled with buckets, and they were just so full of glee and delight as they pulled up to the village standpipe and started to fill the buckets and play in water as children all over the world do.
My experience using a standpipe was a great experience, because it's different from in a bathroom using a shower. A standpipe, the water is literally coming down hard on your head, and when it's coming down, your mind is erased, it's empty, it's just, you're like you're going into a venture, you're on a waterfall, your own waterfall, and the water's just fluttering over your head, you're enjoying it, you're smiling, you're like, oh gosh, yes, you don't want to come out from it. I remember that.
Sally likes rain and she finds it fun, but I really don't like rain. I like it now because I think it changed me. Sally changed me. She's just such an imaginative person, a fun person, and she changed me in so many ways. And liking rain is one of them.
Sally is the spirit of a little girl who won't be daunted by any circumstance in life. I'm going to cry. I'm sorry. You can't put that in. You know, this quiet little girl who just loved to read and write and speak to the air, different stories and characters, and put on any bit of cape or cloth she found and make it into something or someone, you know. And, you know, that's what Sally is to me.
I believe in love for everyone. I believe that hope can pull us through. I believe that love is believe in love, and I believe in you. I believe in peace, peace for everyone. Peace for everyone. I believe in peace and justice too. I believe that land belongs to everyone. I believe in peace. I believe in peace. And I believe in you. I am on a journey.